It's Week 11 of the National Football League, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Eagles and the Bengals on Thursday night primetime.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts going to keep it running right. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Charlie Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Still first down.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Brown goes in motion left. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Escapes the sack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete to Chase. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Mixon with a first down carry. Marquise Bell in on that stop. The Bengals at 6-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Burrow now off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow looking to pass. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd down, here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Miles Murphy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Jones now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the move past the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Hurts fumbles it, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Dances by him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are back within a score. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run out of the gun with Swift. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
In the back. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing is Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. play action. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He's got Hooper on the short connection. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. That'll give them 8 that time, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught at the 2. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Swift going to try up the middle. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jay Tufele in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Boyd. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Burrow. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
To throw, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's 1st down. Now Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. A final shot now for Burrow. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Eagles, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.